Willie D live.
What's up, family? President Barack Obama delivered a landmark speech on June 18th during the grand opening and dedication ceremony of the Obama Presidential Center in Jackson Park on Chicago's South Side. During his speech, Barack took a jab, seemingly, at the remarks that a trashy dude by the name of Josh Hokit made during the failed Trump/United States of America 250th birthday anniversary celebration. This uncivilized mutt called the First Lady, the greatest First Lady that this country's ever known, Michelle Obama, a man. And the Republican Party just kind of rolled with it, They didn't say too much about it. So much for decorum. Check out Barack's speech.
Of my mother-in-law, and she made a home for Michelle and Craig and her husband, Fraser Robinson. He showed what it means to work hard and to put family first. They represent, to me, what's best about this country. There are people who aren't trying to get every last nickel and aren't cutting corners when it comes to values and treat people high and low with respect and kindness. There are people like that all across the South Side of Chicago. And there are people like that all across.
I just want to play that quick excerpt for you, fam, because that was the overall tone of his speech. Very high roadish. You know what I'm talking about? Like classy, elegant, dignified. Words that nobody has ever used to describe Trump and the people that hang with him. Ain't that something? Yeah, some of y'all watching me right now. I know you. I studied you. I know what you're going to click on. Yeah, you're going to click on anything that has Barack Obama name in it so you can come in and try to sow seeds of dissension. Anything that has Trump name on it, you're going to come running full speed with your tongue hanging out, just ready to lick up something. Yeah, for daddy, for your God, you uncivilized mutt. Moving on. Family, Barack did better than me. He's a better man than me because the disrespect that he's been able to deal with and take the high road on, consistently take the high road. And he speaks always eloquently, never coming unglued, always poised and measured in his words. I couldn't do it. I got to get me at least one lick in, fam. Just at least one lick, because I go out there and find out everything I can about Hokit. He got the right name because he is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I find out everything I can about him. Him, his mama, his daddy, his children, his boyfriend. That's right, I said it. He called Michelle Obama man. That I find much irony in because Josh Hokit was acting like a woman. Yeah, I submit to you that Josh Hokit is a woman. He's much more like a woman. He behaves much more like a woman than Michelle Obama behaves like a man. Yeah. Ain't that funny how that worked? When you point one finger, you got 1,000 pointing right back at you. I think Josh was projecting. A lot of those dudes in that party with that type of energy, they lead a double life. Yeah, they're never quite who you think they are. They have this certain persona because of their insecurities. Josh, am I getting close? Josh. Gosh, Josh. Yeah, fam. Just no class at all, man. What happened to the White House? See, I knew it. When they first swore Trump in as the president, I said, man, it's all downhill from here. Like, we thought we was going forward. Oh, man, we thought we was going forward. We thought we was doing something. We thought a lot of this stuff was behind us. After all, this stuff was happening 60 years ago and 70 years ago, 100 years ago. We was like, man, thank God that's behind us. We got more work to do, but at least that part is behind us. And here we go again. Voter suppression, outright, bold, 4K racism. I've even heard some of them say, yeah, I'm a racist. I'm proud of it. I'm a racist. Yeah, I'm a racist. Most of them don't like when you call them a racist, though. What I don't understand is why they work so hard at being a racist. They don't want to be called a racist. Everybody knows what a racist is. Everybody knows what racist actions are. They don't have to be reminded. So when they are reminded, how come they get so upset? Why is it that they're so offended by it? I don't understand it. Because they work really, really hard to be racist. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I don't get how a man could have another man's wife on his mind when he's taking care of his business. I mean, working. When he's working. I could see it, perhaps he was with his, whatever he messed with, this lover boy or girl or whatever he do. I could see if he was doing that, getting busy, and he was thinking about somebody or thinking about another woman or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could see something like that. But at a UFC fight, you just won. You're fighting, and you just won. And you invoke God in your victory speech. And then you bring up Michelle Obama. Out of all the people in the world, out of all the people to thank, you couldn't thank your mama, your fifth grade school teacher, the coach, or somebody, somebody trained you to wrestle and do MMA and all that stuff. You couldn't thank somebody along the way. Nobody ever gave you 50 cents, like loaned you 50 cents in class, you know what I'm saying, when you was really hungry and you needed something to eat and they went on and gave you that extra 50 cents. You couldn't find somebody like that to think of. You had to think about Michelle Obama, and then Michelle Obama is a man. You know how stupid you sound. This is how ignorant they sound, fam. They think they're smart, and a lot of them, they think it's funny, because I heard a few of them say, I thought it was funny. Well, I thought it was funny. Of course you thought it was funny, because you're funny with your goofy ass. Yeah, that's how you thought. That's why you thought it was funny. Low IQ, just like that dude that you follow that loves sitting on the toilet eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. I have zero respect for you. Zero respect. Josh Hokit had an opportunity to put his name on the map and go out there and finally get him some real money, like get some real money. But the only thing he could do was think about glazing Trump, anything to try to glaze Trump. The cool part about it is he gave Trump a chain before he got into the ring. And right after he said, Michelle Obama is a man, Trump took it off and tossed it. He didn't even it was an unceremoniously tossed. It was unceremoniously tossed. It was like, he didn't even handle with care or anything. He just, get on out, get this guy out of here. Now, that's not to say that he was offended, because all day, every day, that's all he does is talk about Barack Obama. He don't too much say Michelle, but he does a lot of time. He spends a lot of time talking about Barack Obama. He's preoccupied with Barack Obama. I mean, it's like he's obsessed with Barack Obama. All day, every day. That's all he talks about is Barack Obama, somebody who ain't been president for 10 years. Barack then went on and lived his life. He got things going on. He, making moves and being celebrated and being welcomed into buildings and people cheering when he walk into the buildings instead of getting booed. He going to a basketball game, football game, anywhere, and people just, the cheers just ring out. And Trump don't like that. See, what it is Trump is jealous of Barack. Trump is going like, I can't believe I got more money than him. I'm the president, God damn it, I'm the president, and I'm white. Why don't they like me? Why don't they like me? I'm white and I got money and I'm the president. Why don't they like me? Trump couldn't get nobody major, like no real notable major names to perform at his event. Barack had superstar after superstar after superstar. Superstars. The one of the biggest, Stevie Wonder. He had Bono and all these other guys too, but Stevie Wonder, that's the man. Stevie Wonder. Yeah, man. Stevie Wonder was there. That's big. Barack, he can't stand that. See, Trump can't stand that, man. He been trying to compete with Barack ever since Barack jumped on the scene with that inauguration, and you had, 2 million people there. I was one of the millions of people that was there. But he had about 2 million people. It was people everywhere, fam. It was people so far out that they turned the block. The crowd turned the block. They couldn't see him. So they only listened. Do you understand what I'm saying, fam? Oh, you're picking up what I'm putting down. It was so many people that the crowd turned the block, and many people resigned to just listening and not watching it. They were so far back anyway that they wouldn't have been able to really see anything anyway, because it was a lot of people out there, and it was freezing cold. I'm talking about cold, cold, cold. I started questioning my actions, like, damn, what am I doing here? But I understood the assignment. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.